Wrestling fans. My name is Bryan Crazy, and you are watching the Bryan of Wrestling and Entertainment here on YouTube.com. I am back with my review of the longest running weekly episodic television show in history. That's right, Monday Night Raw from May 28, 2012. And before we begin, please check out the official website of the Bryan at FightNationWrestling.com, my new Twitter at BryanCrazy2001, and also my new channel here on YouTube, the channel that you're currently watching this video on, Fight Nation Wrestling. And please subscribe if you already have not. I want to say before we also begin, happy Memorial Day to all of the men and women that serve in our armed forces and all the veterans that did previously serve in the armed forces. Our country owes you an incredible debt, and I want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, you help keep our country safe, and without you, I don't know where the United States would be, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that feel exactly the same way. So let's jump right into Monday Night Raw. We see a video package highlighting the feud between Cena and the Big Show. Starting at Over the Limit and then continuing for the last few weeks. Then Big Show comes out. He cuts a promo. He talks about what's happened. He talks about this. He talks about that. And then he gets into Brodus Clay. He says right after he was humiliated, Brodus Clay comes out, and the fans in attendance didn't even really care anymore. They were willing to cheer for Brodus Clay. And this actually sets up a match a little bit later in the night. Then we go into our first match of the night. We see Alberto Del Rio go against the United States champion, Santino Marella, in a non-title match. As quick as this match starts, this match ends. Alberto Del Rio picks up the win via cross-arm bar, and this is one of the things I wanted to talk about in this review tonight. I enjoy Santino Marella a lot. I think he's an incredible athlete. I think he's a very skilled competitor, and I think he's got incredible mic skills, and he's very amusing, and he keeps the crowds entertained. But right now, where is the direction of the United States title going? And I honestly believe that we need a little bit stronger of the champion right now, and we need a little bit stronger of the division. Not that I dislike Santino, like I previously said, but right now I just think that maybe somebody else would be the right man to be carrying that title. And very similar to what they did with the Intercontinental title. As soon as they put it back on Christian, now we're seeing weekly title defenses. And I really like that. And if they're not even title defenses, we're seeing weekly matches involving the Intercontinental champion. Also, I wanted to touch on Divas. We have not seen a lot of the Divas in the last few weeks, but several weeks prior, we were seeing the Divas pushed heavily. We're seeing good, solid matches, and I want to see more of that. They have an incredible division, and they need to keep pushing it. They're getting this fan's interest again, and they're getting a lot of fans' interest again, and I really hope that they don't drop the ball on that. Now let's jump right back into the next match. We see R-Truth and Kofi Kingston, who are the tag team champions. They will defend their titles against the team of Jack Swagger and Dolph Ziggler. Truth ends up picking up the win over Jack Swagger, and post-match, Ziggler says he's had enough of this, he is better than this, and ends up storming off. We end up seeing him talking with Vicky Guerrero backstage after The Miz had a match and saying, I want to be that guy. I want to be in that position. I don't want to be in the tag team division anymore. Then we see a backstage segment with Santino and the trainer, and then the Big Show comes up. The Big Show looks like he's going to bully him around. Big Show can pick whatever opponent he wants to face tonight, and it looks like he's going to face Santino until Brodus Clay comes walking up. Brodus Clay took exception to what the Big Show had to say about him earlier, and this sets up the main event, Big Show versus Brodus Clay, and we'll get to that in just a minute. Then we go into Johnny Ace, the hostie, and Carlton. They come down to the ring, and they unveil the supposed cover of the WWE 13 video game, featuring Johnny Ace on the cover, but then CM Punk comes down. He interrupts and unveils the real cover, featuring himself making his straight-edge pose. Also, very interesting about this cover, confirming that there will be an Attitude Era tie-in. There was an Attitude Era logo in the corner. Then we go into the next match. We see Daniel Bryan going one-on-one against CM Punk, and a lot of fans have been complaining about this match, I noticed on social media. I know we've seen this match several times, and we're probably going to see it several more times before this feud ends, but these are two solid competitors. A lot of fans have been asking for more technical wrestling. Now we're getting that technical wrestling, and a lot of fans don't seem to be enjoying it. Now, I know CM Punk has had a lengthy title run, and Daniel Bryan has also been in the main event scene for quite some time, but these are incredible competitors. But that is the great thing about professional wrestling. We get to choose what stars we like, what stars we don't like, but at the end of the day, regardless if we like the character, we should respect the athlete for them going out there and putting their necks on the line for us. Then we go into, well, Daniel Bryan ends up picking up the win over CM Punk in this match. This is after AJ was at ringside, and she provided distraction, not intentionally. Post-match, CM Punk was actually happy AJ was at ringside. Kane came out and attempted to attack CM Punk. This is where AJ slides Punk the chair, and Punk is able to fight Kane off. Then we go into the next match. We see the Intercontinental Champion Christian in a non-title match go one-on-one against The Miz. He ends up hitting the Frog Splash for the wins. Cody Rhodes is acting commentary throughout this match, and I believe he interjects himself at some point throughout this match. Post-match, Miz cut a promo, and out came Randy Orton, who delivered an RKO. Originally, the plans for the No Way Out pay-per-view were to feature Randy Orton going one-on-one against Chris Jericho. Since Chris Jericho has been suspended, the internet's been talking about maybe another match between Randy Orton and Kane, but it looks like maybe Randy Orton is going to go one-on-one against The Miz, and I don't think of a better way to re-elevate Miz back to that main event level spot than a feud with Randy Orton at this point. And also to further on the situation between Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger, it's time to push Dolph Ziggler. He's an incredible superstar. He has what it takes. The match of the Royal Rumble was incredible, and he had an incredible title match last year. And I really want to see a little bit more out of Dolph Ziggler. Maybe it's time to, truly split these guys up. Keep Ziggler on one brand, put Jack Swagger back on the blue brand. He did incredible when he fought Sheamus last week, and maybe a short, feud between these two is the direction to go. When Wade Barrett comes back, there's a lot of talk that he is going to pick up the win, carry the Money in the Bank briefcase, and I would love to see a feud against Wade Barrett and Sheamus, They were kind of heating up towards that. We saw Wade Barrett feuding not only with Sheamus, but also the Viper Randy Orton. Then we go into a backstage segment with Teddy Long, Eve, David Otunga, and Johnny Ace. Basically, Johnny is saying, guys, you need to step up your game. You need to take it to the next level. You guys are disappointing me right now. This is when David Otunga says, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to beat Sheamus. I couldn't, get it done last week. I'm going to get it done this week. And, honestly, David Otunga maybe had good intentions, but he got absolutely destroyed by Sheamus. And that's the thing I want to talk about David Otunga. He's got a lot of brain power. He's a very smart individual. Graduate of Harvard Law School, legitimately. Won 20 trial cases, as a lawyer. Did not lose one. But he's got a great look. He's got great talking skills. He's probably been the most successful since he's paired with Laurinaitis. But when it comes down to him getting in the ring, is it just the way the matches are booked, or really does he not have that much ability? I guess just because they haven't let him show it, us fans really don't know. I want to know your guys' thoughts on that as well. And then we go into what is supposed to be the main event. It's supposed to be Brodus versus The Big Show. They were hyping this match throughout the night, and the match never happens. Big Show comes down and ends up hitting Brodus with a huge football tackle, ends up destroying him. We see Kofi and R-Truth try to come out to assist Brodus. They get destroyed as well. Big Show ends up destroying the announce table with his foot, taking a piece of it and beating Brodus down with it. And then we close Raw with kind of a recap package. Usually we close Raw with a lot of action. We got the action, a recap, and then the close of Raw. It was a good Monday Night Raw, don't get me wrong. The ending segment was good. It told a story, but I feel like it could have been a little more action-packed. I don't know. I want to know your guys' thoughts. Regardless, I did enjoy Monday Night Raw. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please also check out my review with my broadcast partner, JC Styles, over on my sister channel, After True Wrestling. Thank you for checking out this video. Thank you for being loyal fans and subscribers of the F Brand of Wrestling and Entertainment here on YouTube.com. Please drop your comments below. Thank you for watching. Have a great night, and I'll catch you later.